genius we know him to be, it was not easy for him. Mozart had certainly something special. He has his own voice as a musician. He creates emotion in people who listen to his music. He wanted to be understood and heard by everybody. He didn't want to be elitarian at all, and he succeeded. And I always compare his kind of doing music with our kind of using the language. We know about the grammatics without thinking about it, and he could write complicated music without thinking about it, and he knew how to do it because he felt so secure in it. My idea from the very first beginning was to write about a musician. It could be a pop or a rap musician, someone who wants to write music but who is used and manipulated by a lot of people who want him to go another way. And today you would say that somebody who is very gifted is asked to be more commercial or to write more in the style of somebody who is already successful. And it was similar with Mozart, and I used Mozart to tell that story, how a very gifted and talented man, artist, is finding his own musical voice, although there are a lot of people who try to lead him astray, and he succeeded, and that is basically the story we tell.
Auf Fürstengunst verzichte ich und auch auf die
His character in the show is split up in two persons. On the one hand, the little kid genius, on the other side, the human being. And that's the role I'm playing. I'm playing the human being.
Ich will das wahre Leben.
We love to remember Mozart as a tiny child who already played this beautiful music. I wanted to separate his genius from the human being he was. We give the child everything that is not explainable, the genius, you know, and the real person on stage is the human being who wants to live, who wants to be himself, who wants to gamble, make stupid things, all kinds of things. The little child, as his genius, stops him all the time and makes him work. And that is for him in the beginning something wonderful, because the genius makes him famous, but in the long run the genius becomes a demon, and the genius is something that really obsesses him, haunts him, and in the end it kills him. And that is the story we tell, how a genius can become a burden and a task, and in the end maybe even a curse.
Die Frage ist bloß, wie wird man seinen Schatten los, wie lässt man alles hin?
The problem of a great artist is that he has to give the most of what he is able to give. At the same time, a lot of people have other ideas of what he has to give. Sometimes, you know, it's too much for him. But anyway, you are someone who succeeded, and this is a heroic life.
Kann ich
an artist usually gives too much in too short time, and so he exhausts himself. But maybe he has to, and maybe he's only great because he's burning like wildfire. We have to see it like a flame. A big flame shines and a small flame doesn't. But with a smaller flame you may live longer, maybe, you know. But as an artist, a life is only fulfilled if you give the best you can give. So I think for the artist it's important to give it all and not care about the length of his life.
It's both similarly important, I think. But if you put a gun in my face and I have to choose now, I think I would be a normal person rather than a short-time genius.
And it seems ridiculous because you think a pop star must be very happy because he's famous, he has achieved everything. Yes, yes, yes. But he has to give to the public something that is very much, and at the same time everybody asks of him to be superhuman, to give more than a normal person usually can give. And in the end he kills himself, but it's not that he kills himself. It is, you know, the demand of what he has to do and has to give that kills him. So it is a normal thing. It's something that happens today as well, not only in the time of Mozart. I want the people who come here and see the show have the feeling when they leave. Tonight, Mozart wasn't to me just a big name who wrote incredible music. No, tonight I can say I've met Mozart, the real man, the real person. This is the one thing I want to give them. The other thing is, when they are in the theater, they should have the emotion of themselves being artists. In every person there is an artist. I want to encourage people to do that, what Mozart did. To not be distracted by other people to tell them what to do and how to become, but to go their own way and follow their heart doing this. And if the show achieves that in a few people, I'm very happy.
Manchmal nachts fällt Gold von den Sternen. Du kannst es finden da draußen, wo noch keiner war. Sein heißt werden, Leben heißt lernen. Wenn du das Gold von den Sternen suchst, musst du allein hinaus in die Gefahr. Da draußen wirst du scheitern, sprach der Vater zum Sohn, genau wie